Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are with Elia, and we had encountered a demon in the last episode that put us all to sleep. We lost our party, and now we're in the Fade. You can see the Black City back there in the sky. That's how we know we're in the Fade. This will become interactable later. You don't have to worry about it for now. Duncan, old friend.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Well, actually you are.
I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
So if this is accurate to the real Weishaupt, I'm not impressed. It doesn't look all that great. Anywho. No, it's boring.
You are unused to peace, but in time you will grow to love it. We need no longer fear the Darkspawn.
You speak as though the Darkspawn are no longer a problem.
The Darkspawn are gone, remember? You were there in the last great battle. It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze.
And none of that happened. You're hiding something from me.
Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
That kind of proves it's not Duncan. Duncan doesn't act that way. You offer complacency, not peace.
It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn. May they be your doom.
Alright, so we're gonna paralyze him because there's a couple other people over here that we need to deal with. And then we can...
Yes. It will be done.
Well, actually, I shouldn't have that turned on because it's not actually doing anything since I'm not using a weapon that actually benefits. Alright, so now we get to see the layout of this place. So each one of these dots represents a separate location, and we have to unlock all of them in order to get out of this place. And not only unlock them, but actually complete an objective in each one. And whenever we complete an objective, one of these rune signs will appear over top of the dot. So
who are you? Where did you come from? Are you a demon? Wait, I know you, don't I? You were the apprentice who left with the Grey Warden. I would have thought you would end up here with me. Good job for getting out of that trap.
Trap?
The demon traps everything that comes here in a dream it thinks they can't or won't try to leave. I thought I'd escape too, but I've been wandering these empty grey spaces for a lifetime.
Didn't we speak once?
Did we? I apologize if I've forgotten. This place, it does strange things to your mind. I am Njal, if you didn't know already.
We did.
I was trying to save the Circle when I encountered the Sloth demon. I expect our experiences were similar.
I was taken by surprise.
As was I. I had just retrieved the litany of Adrala. My companions and I were assailed on our way to the harrowing chamber. I escaped only to encounter the Sloth demon. And now I'm here.
Why were you going to the harrowing chamber?
We were going to defeat the Blood Mages with the litany of Adrala. The litany was our weapon against the Blood Mages' domination. But it's too late. Everyone's dead.
Well, we weren't trying to save the Circle anyway, so that doesn't matter. Why are there so many blood mages here?
I don't know. They must have been practicing in secret, even teaching others. I knew these people, trusted them. The litany was our only hope of saving the circle. But now, this place drains you of everything. Hope, feeling, life.
Well, it's not too late, I'm sure.
No, there is no way out of here. You think there might be, but you'd be wrong. You see that pedestal there? I've studied the runes on it. Runes that signify different islands of the Sloth demon's domain. The Sloth demon itself is on the center island, but you can't get there. The 5 islands around the center somehow form a protective ward. I thought I was getting somewhere when I figured that out, and I went to each island in turn only to have my hopes dashed. There's always an obstacle. You'll see the path but be unable to get to it, and it taunts you and drives you mad.
So the Sloth demon is the person who put us to sleep and brought us here. What do you know about the Sloth demon?
Not much. You couldn't say we were friends, really. Demons have their own hierarchies. They play their own games, and mortals serve as pawns, perhaps even bargaining chips. The demon keeping us here probably rules this entire section of the Fade. It'll not let us go easily, if at all.
Well, then I'll have to defeat the demon.
Off you go then. Save the world.
Could my companions be on one of the islands?
I don't know. There are many dreamers. You might find a way to reach them through the islands. If you're lucky.
I'll be back.
Don't mind me then.
Alright, so the protective wards that we could have asked about is basically just the demons that are on each island that we have to defeat in order to move on to a new island, or to unlock the island, rather. So I mentioned how there's a rune that'll appear after you've completed an objective in each location. The demon is the objective.
Thank you, but too late for me. Kill Yevina, the demoness that rules here. She protects her master, Sloth. There's a door only demons can see. The key must be in another realm. Take my power. Save any others trapped in nightmares. Kill the demons that guard Sloth. Make my...
So now we can actually shapeshift while we're here. It's one of the cool things about this location. There will be 4 different shapes that we can shapeshift into. Each form has a unique ability that will allow us to interact with specific things in the world. So the mouse allows us to go through these mouse holes. It also gives us stealth, even though we're not a rogue, which can be quite beneficial.
Very well. Yes. We have done well.
Nothing over there to look at. So what we're gonna try to do is collect all of the different shape-shifting forms, and then we'll worry about finishing the island objectives.
Yes. Very well. Now you see true power! I knew we could not lose.
Alright, we're back to the beginning area.
Something happened, didn't it? You look a little different. What happened?
Don't worry about it, none of your business.
Well, fine then.
So this is one of the doors that we can only see, quote-unquote, if we're a demon. Obviously we can see it just fine, we just can't interact with it yet. So once we have a certain shapeshift form, we'll be able to interact with this door. there's other obstacles like that for each of the different forms. Now, to collect all the forms, we want to go to these 3 dots around the pentagon shape. Okay, so we're going to go to this one first. Unless you have all of the shape-shifting forms, you won't be able to do everything on all of the levels. So there's no point in wasting your time running around trying to collect everything. Just focus on collecting all of the shape-shifts first, and then you can worry about the bonus stuff. That thing that we just clicked on, it gave us cunning. That cunning that we received from clicking it is a permanent buff.
As you say.
So we have a permanent boost to our cunning now.
We have done well.
That fire, we could try and run through it, but it will kill us. Guaranteed. It's not possible to walk through those lines of fire without dying. So, unless you'd like to die, it's best to avoid those.
Be done.
Here we go. This is another example of something we can't do yet. One of the shapeshift forms will allow us to go through that door. So that's fire we don't want to go through.
Seems we must
Dogs.
defend ourselves. Now you fall! I knew we could not lose. Dangerous wildlife.
The reason I haven't been casting the anime dead is everything in here is already dead, so we actually can't use that spell successfully in here, which is rather unfortunate. So clicking those Lyrium things will actually just allow us to improve
I knew we could not
or
lose.
gain mana if we are low on mana. It boosts us back up to full. Okay.
Must control anger while it bubbles.
Yes.
It burns. You must die.
There is no hope for you now. You dare?
The anger fading. I am free. Take Ragos' power. Use it and burn him. Burn them all. He guards Sloth. He bars the way. You must destroy the door. Other dreamers. Other powers. Only way.
Alright, so we got our second shapeshift form. Now that we have the second shapeshift form, we're not going to worry about anything else in this area for now. We'll just go collect our next form. So this new form that we got will actually allow us to walk through that fire that I said would kill us without dying. There we go. So the mouse moves incredibly slowly. In fact, most of the forms move pretty slowly. So unless you want to take a lot longer to actually get places, you should not stay in the mouse form for very long. go.
It will be done.
No, I thought there'd be more in here. So since we have Ragos's power, the fire guy, we can walk through there. Or we can just take the mouse hole. But so that we don't have to walk through this hallway again later, I'm just going to walk through now.
Very well.
Onwards. Switch to the fire guy before we go in here.
Yes, yes.
Right there. Should hit them all. And then
They're gone. You did it. You killed them. But not all. Their leaders are behind the unbreakable door. I give you my wisdom. It will let you see. And now I wake.
alright, we're at 3 out of 4. We just need one more and then we can go back around to all of the different places and finish all of them. Well, it's sometimes nifty to read the little excerpts that show up on the loading screen there. So if you haven't been, I would recommend doing so, because sometimes you get some interesting tidbits of lore when you read those.
Yes.
Oh, this... We've had enough of this noise!
They're both dead. Nothing to worry about anymore. They almost got us though, so not a great thing. That massive door, we'll be able to break down those doors soon enough. We just need the one last form. The third form that we got is the one that allows us to see invisible things. So in fact, that's why we can see this now. So when we're not in that form, we can't click on it.
We can't trust anybody, especially each other.
The solution is so simple.
Oh, great.
I have beaten one.
That paralysis was a bit annoying.
Be done.
should be one other person in here somewhere. Invisible. There he is. So, this place actually does take quite a considerable amount of time. Particularly if you don't really know your way around.
As you say.
Oh.
Hurting people. It's what we do. We're mages.
He has a good view of mages there.
Let us play a game. The one who causes the most pain wins.
We can't get through that door yet, but that door just goes back to the beginning, so we don't need to worry about it. What we'll need to worry about is whatever's up here. Alright, so this should be our last form after we complete this. Sometimes those golems, if you are not in one of these shapeshift forms...
It is time for this dream to come to an end. I give you my strength. It will be of little use against the demon that rules here, but perhaps it will help in other realms. Find a way to kill all the demon lords to open the way to Sloth. Free us all from this nightmare!
Good riddance. Okay, so yeah, if those golems fall on you while you're not in shapeshift form, it can kill you. It doesn't always kill you for some reason, but it can. So it's good to be aware of. Just in case. Ah! This isn't good. Some of the fights in this place get really annoying. So this is an example of one of the doors with our golem form. You just click on it, and bust it down.
Force my hand. Of course. Are you truly such a fool?
So I'm going to do. Oh, come on. This is not one of the invisible ones, so you can just click it without transforming into the spirit person. I did not mean to close the door in my own face. Just counterproductive. Of course. Do more damage to myself than I do to him. Nothing to get in here. Either way, still, even though a lot of these rooms have nothing other than things to kill, the killing does give you a little bit of experience, and occasionally you can find something a little more beneficial. No! Stupid golem. Oh, come on. This is just not going very well. If one of these forms gave us like super speed, I think that would be a little better. Then we could just use that to travel through all these really long hallways and not have to worry about it taking so much time. So you might have noticed there, the fireball killed both of them one hit. Those were the arcane minions. I think that might have been the first time we saw them in one of these places.
Yes.
kind of annoying. Because some of these fights take so ridiculously long, it just makes this place a little more annoying than it has to be. But I do appreciate this dungeon overall. It's a fun little location, and it's rather unique for the most part. Next. If you recall, we ran past one of those glowing objects when we were in the location that had Duncan in it. So if we go back to that area, we can use the spirit form to interact with that, and it'll give us a stat boost. What's in here? Okay. Resisted? What the heck? That was a particularly annoying sound. So these purple doors, I'll show you what happens if you click on one. It'll basically just teleport you to the other end of the hallway. So if you look at the map, we were over here, and we clicked on this door, and it just brought us back to the beginning. If we click on the other one, it'll take us back here as well. So that's what those purple doors do. They're good for absolutely nothing. Oh dear, come on. Right there. Well, that was a failure and a half.
You should have fled. Of course. Clumsy.
Alright, so that was everything on this side. Now, this is the only thing that we haven't clicked on. We go through there, and there's a big ogre waiting for us. Well, that was counterproductive. So we don't actually need to open that massive door since we already went through the mouse hole. It's just a second way to get into this area. And it's so that we can use the spirit door. Okay, there we go. Oh, that literally did nothing.
Of course.
Get some more lyrium. Probably should have switched farms first. Instead of attacking those, just oh, we can't since we're in combat. Figures. Oh, come on. That was kinda lame. Wasn't even hitting with any of my attacks there. Oh, so we have to switch to Burning Man here, or otherwise we die. Because the whole room lights on fire. And as we know, the fire kills us unless we are in the Burning Man form. So, I think it is possible to get into that room without having the Burning Man at all. So, if you accidentally do that, you're basically dead. No chance you can live through it. Oh, I aimed it the wrong way. Oh, whatever.
Let us end this quickly. You should have fled. Very well.
Catch me if you can. Normally, you can hear the demon pipe up, but we didn't hear anything that time. Oh, actually, let's just do this. Oh, okay.
As you say. Yes. Flee while you can. Now you see true power.
Get some more cunning. How long have we been in here? Oh, it's been a while. Luckily, we're getting close to finishing. Close-ish, anyway. So we'll just keep going around the Pentagon. We'll go to Duncan's area once we get back to the mouse area. So after we do that. So if we backtrack, there is a couple of things we can do at the very beginning there. But rather than taking the long way, we're just gonna take the short way. Collect that first, of course. There should be a mouse hole in here somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, this is what we want. Alright, so we're gonna ignore. There's some... oh, I guess they saw us. Oh well. Now we have to fight them. And last one.
It will be done.
That does not bring us all the way back yet, but there's another mouse hole in here. If we click on this one, we don't have to go through the hallway fighting everything. We can just go straight back to the beginning, and it's a little bit of a shortcut rather than having to fight everything that we didn't fight before. So we go through this door, And oh, I guess we do have to fight some stuff. Not everything, though. So the hallway here has several groups of Genlocks. They are all over the place in the hallway. And I shouldn't have used this form to kill them, because now I have to wait for the ability to cool down before I can use it on the door. There we go. But yeah, this is the reason we came back, just to get this. Other than more Genlocks to fight, there's nothing else down in this hallway. So we're just gonna use the mouse holes and go back to where we were. Taking the mouse holes are slightly faster than running the whole way through. It'd be even faster if we didn't have to like switch back and forth out of the shapes, or if the mouse moved at a relatively decent pace. So this is where we're going next. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. What we'll do is we'll attract the attention of everything in here, and then we'll kill it all at once. And rather than attacking everything in here, if you're on a higher difficulty, you should avoid engaging all of this at once. Because it's basically suicide.
We have done well.
Oh, saving. Okay, that's why. Oh, I was not paying attention to my health. That's not good. And we're crippled. No! Right, so I don't know how far it takes us back. Not far at all, apparently. Literally just took us back to the other room. So we're not going to be in Burning Man form to fight that, because that was ridiculous.
Very well.
Oh, come on. There we go. See, that was a lot better. Next. Luckily, it didn't take us far back. I thought that was gonna make us redo like most of this dungeon. Now, normally we could just go straight through that door and finish this area. However, there is another little bonus area, if you recall, in one of the hallways that if we choose to go through it, it'll give us some stat boosts. So it's not immediately. It should be in this next hallway here. Yeah, right here. This is it. So go to spirit form. That becomes a door, and we can go through it. And there's 2 wraiths in here. Since we're a mage, we can just
Very well.
mage fight it. Our bomb will kill it eventually. Just go over and get that dexterity. And now we can go back through. As you can see, there's nothing else in here. Even if you go to the other side of the boat, there's nothing over there. So we're not going to waste time. If you don't want to spend a whole lot of time in here, you don't have to go around and collect all of the bonuses to your attributes like strength, dexterity, constitution, etc. But it does help, particularly on the higher difficulties. So that's one of the bad things about Fireball. I can accidentally injure myself. Or not injure myself, but knock myself down. Which is never fun. So, we killed the boss demon, now we can leave this area. We can talk to Niall again. Now that we've unlocked a few places, he has some new stuff to say, so I'll show you what he has to say.
What did you do? I felt something. Like the earth was shifting. Except it probably wasn't the earth.
And then you have the option to cooperate with him, or you can tell him not to worry about it. I killed one of the demons on the island.
You did? You managed to get to it?
Actually killed several.
I didn't think it was possible. Killing that demon must have opened something. Perhaps the pieces are falling into
See, this is why I don't like talking to him. He talks so slowly, and it's just, gross. Nothing. Goodbye. Now we go back to the Duncan place, because we want to get that stat boost. This is the one I was talking about. So as you can see, I can't click on it yet. But if we go to spirit form, willpower. And then there's just the one location left, and then the rest of them should be relatively fast after that. But I do think that this video is already getting to a lengthy amount. We'll backtrack a bit to do a couple of the things that we missed, like the massive door there and the spirit door there. We should be able to do both of them relatively easily. Before we head out though, I'll just open that door so I don't have to worry about it later. Remember, Burning Man you need to get through all the fire, so that's why we couldn't get this earlier. Well, plot that, and we didn't have the spirit form when we came here, because this was the first area we came to. So that was a good one to enter. It gave us 2 stats. Through this door, it'll take us back to the first floor, and we can open the massive door, and that'll give us another stat boost. There should be, yeah, right there, magic. Perfect. Go back to Burning Man so we can walk through all the fire. And now we can go straight to the boss of this little area. But like I was saying, I actually might end the video relatively shortly. The last 4 islands aren't too terribly long, but there is dialogue, so it can take a little longer. Everything dead? Yep. Okay. Oh, I guess not.
Ha! We have done well.
Now they're all dead. Trap him in a cage. Bomb.
This is a waste of time.
And if we switch to this one, we can use frost damage. Another stat increase. And now we're done all the islands. Yeah, I think we'll call it for now. We can finish the last 3 when we come back. I'll just move over to one of these islands first. It won't actually activate anything immediately, but each of these islands is particularly small, so I'll give you an example. This is the entire area right there. So we can't go anywhere, and as you can see, one of our party members is here. So we'll talk with Ravager when we come back next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.